Wake, woke up.
What is up?
Stay woke. Okay, go.
What is up and what's going on, everyone? I hope everybody had a very, very blessed and safe and happy weekend.
So do I.
We are back on our fourth week. So that's a month.
Back.
That's a month. That is a month. Well, it'll be a month after this week of the morning report that we've been coming to you guys. And again, appreciate everybody that's been here, everybody that continues to show up and engage with us and
Still here.
hang out and all that stuff. We appreciate it.
A fantastic 4 weeks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Fantastic 4 weeks. It really has been. I look forward to this every morning, just like I look forward to every Thursday Pantheon stream. So yeah. We got some things to talk about. I think, the last time we were in here, I said to chill. I was like, as we get closer to Spider-Man, we're going to start seeing set photos. We're going to start seeing videos. We're going to start seeing
enthusiasm.
Bernthal and Tom Holland stunt doubles and all that kind of stuff. And we are now in that was all over this weekend, and it made me I was already hyped for Spider-Man 4, but it made me even more hyped. I love Spider-Man, so exciting stuff. That was fun.
Even Zendaya started talking about, oh, you guys didn't see my photo release. I have to photo dump this Spider-Man No Way Home stuff. What? No Way Home? Really? But I guess now spoilers are out. She can share.
Yeah, I guess so. But I'm definitely excited. They have a lot of stuff going on with Spider-Man, and I'm ready. I am ready. The suit's nice. Did we see the suit Friday? Did we talk about the suit Friday, or was that just...
We didn't play the video.
Okay. The suit is nice. Tom is Tom. We know some of the things that are going on. And there's been even more revealed. So it's been cool. So after that, we'll talk about, obviously, the Fantastic Four and where they currently are after their second week in theaters, and not looking good for the Fantastic Four. And we'll talk about what that could possibly mean for Marvel's future and the next few films coming out, which are Spider-Man, the next two Avengers films. We'll talk about Harry Potter. The director came out and said that it's going to be more realistic and grounded, and we'll go into what that means.
That's not what I want to hear.
We'll go into what that means exactly. We'll also talk about the live-action Moana film and The Rock's role and how that's going to be, how he's going to look as Maui on screen. And that's about it. There's some other little things, but that's really about it. Chill, how was your weekend?
It's all right, bro. Pretty good.
That's good. Torian says I'm on payroll. Is it because I like Spider-Man? Because it hyped me up? Yeah, probably.
Sony's coming with all the yen. They're coming and they're saying, listen, Darius, what do you like? Sushi? What do you like?
Oh, I don't like sushi.
No? If you were in Tokyo, what would you eat? Would you be like everyone else? You'd go to the American fast food spots and be like, yeah, this is familiar.
Absolutely. I don't eat Asian Chinese food now. Not a fan, especially when I watch videos like I watched last night on TikTok of this Asian market, people killing like these little, I don't know, they were fish, some type of fish. They look like eels. I'm not really sure, but they still move even after they're cooked a little.
Man, that's just the reflexes.
I don't give a damn. Why are you cooking that? How did you even know to go and get that to cook that? No, thanks. I'm good.
Why cook anything?
I'm good. I'm like Mexican food. I can live off of. You want to put me on an island?
Yeah.
Give me Mexican food the rest of my life. I am good. I'm good.
I think what's common around you becomes normal. But what are we doing eating eggs? Genetic material that has not been fertilized yet coming out of a bird. We eat that.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. But eggs, opposed to when I'm looking at, when I fry eggs and they're frying this eel thing and it's like... it's not the same. It's not the same. I don't want that. No.
Ramen.
Danger.
How about ramen?
Like regular ramen? Like the shit we grew up on ramen? Yeah.
Yeah, with noodles, the warm drinkable thing when you're done. It's got flavor in it.
Yeah. The ramen, you crush them up, or you can put them in the pot and boil the water. Yeah. Grew up on ramen. So yeah. It's not a go-to because I grew up on it. It's not a go-to, but I'll eat it.
Okay. It's in the lexicon once a year, twice a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they also have that Tashami. I don't know if y'all have that. If I'm even saying it right, Tashami ramen or whatever. It's like it's a ramen spot. It's new here, at least.
Oh, why would I know a local Norman, Oklahoma ramen noodle shop?
I don't think it's local to Norman. I don't think it's like Norman born and raised. I think it's like a franchised business.
Okay. I don't know it.
Yeah. I don't do seafood boils. I don't do the shit in the trash bag, all that, with the crab and you have to have gloves and bib. I don't do all that.
You just made an enemy out of Torian and the rest of chat.
I don't do all that. Nah, man. Nasty.
Hello, Rosales.
Not
What?
for me. I was just gonna say not for me.
Good morning, fam. Punisher special looks like it's gonna be good. They don't eat sushi every day. Actually, it's like maybe once a week. That's pretty common. Think about it. Once a week to have the same thing. That's a lot. People who work at like pizzerias and everything, they go, I can't have this anymore. It doesn't taste good anymore because I'm so used to smelling it, having it every single time. So once a week is a lot.
Torian said I eat cut grass salads. What do I eat? I'm a big fan of kava. I'm a big fan of like doba. Like I said, anything Mexican. I'll go to like Torchy's, Italian food. Sounds generic, but like Cane's. I'm a big chick fan. I don't know, normal.
Oh, that was a this or that. Chick-fil-A sandwich and Popeye sandwich. That's going to be a contest one of these days. I put it on my list.
It's not a contest, but
okay. Well, reserve your thoughts.
That's all. I will. Okay. Is that today?
No, it's not today, but I got like 30 of them. I'll send you a link and maybe you can add for better ones. But like, I got a lot coming. Today is about what?
There's a Korean barbecue spot with chicken wings. I do like. They're pretty good.
Here, I'll give you today's now. All right, we can be out of order. We'll start with the this or that's. Taking it back to the year 2000. Dude, where's my car?
The choice is yours. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that.
Yeah. Would you rather have a tattoo that says "dude" or "sweet"? Those are your options. You're at the beach. You're at the swimming pool. You got to take off your shirt. You got something written behind you. Which is more embarrassing? Which scenario? Do you want to be known as, oh, that guy has that tattoo that says "dude" on it? Cool. Oh, that guy got a tattoo that says "sweet" on it. Oh, that's sweet. I guess that's like, he's with his woman. She gets to see that sweet. Or is he trying to say he's a little sweet? What does he mean by that? Would you rather have dude where like, oh, okay, dude, was he a surfer or something? Dude, does he like the cowabunga man, dude? Like, why would he call him dude? Is that like a gender identity thing? Dude, no, does he have a friend who's got chick? I don't get it. Dude or sweet? Chat, who you got? They're both incredibly stupid, and I don't know what to answer with.
I had no business seeing this movie at the age I did.
I love that scene. What does mine say? Dude.
The movie's funny. Yeah, the whole movie's funny. That scene's funny. Movie's funny. Yeah.
Like, there's no right answer here. They're both stupid, but I use the word dude I use the word sweet too. Oh, sweet. Oh, sweet. I actually say that. It's in my vocab.
Dude is somewhat in my vocab. Somewhat. Did you see the interview that Ray J did with Cam Newton?
Nah.
It's 42 seconds that people are clipping from it, because I don't watch Cam Newton's podcast, or I sure as hell don't care for Ray J. Ray J gets on my damn nerves. But
he hit it first.
This shit is hilarious. I just sent it to you on DM. Ray J did for those that don't know, he did I don't know, I guess Cam Newton, as we all know, has that podcast. I'm assuming it's a podcast, right? YouTube thing, I guess.
Cast.
Yeah, like Shannon, who has a lot more time to do his. It's like that. And Ray J, they were talking about something. I don't know. We all know Ray J hung out with Diddy, and we all know, Hollywood is Hollyweird.
But he wasn't there when they brought out the oil.
Play this video.
Kai got mad because I told Kai I want to take a shower with you and stream with you at ISO Speed in the shower.
Huh?
Yeah, bro. I'm like, bro. I'm like, I want to take a shower with y'all niggas too. Yo.
Hold on. What's your sexuality?
Just ask me about Amber.
I'm asking.
I have shout out to the gay agency.
The gay agency is crazy.
Shout out to the gay agency. Actually, the gay agency's here. Dumpin' D, The Rod. They're the CEO.
Do you play both ways?
Come on, bro. I ain't never played both ways.
Okay. I think that's important to mention, because
really.
When you say you want to shower with another man,
think about it like this.
He's so Hollywoodized.
People's sexuality. Why? What does that matter?
it does not. That's
then why? But why? Why ask the question?
Because it's just like the question that I asked in regards to you saying that you're not a brother.
No. I'm talking about in general. Like, why ask the question of what actual hole are people enjoying?
Well, because you want to shower with them.
That's what we're asking. Because somebody could be an ear fucker. What is they're not gay and they're not straight. They like fucking ear holes. Who are they?
Going on?
A new name of hole fuckers. It's irrelevant.
His tattoo would say "sweet."
Yeah.
No, but like you can't say like, "Oh, talk about showering with other men," and then be like, "Yeah, what's with the sexuality stuff?" Like that is relevant.
But he was for real hurt that I Show Speed and Kasna didn't let him shower with them in that stream. And what the fuck were they doing showering together? I don't watch any of them, but that shit was funny. That shit was funny. The way Cam said that, he's like, "You're not a brother." Shit is funny. That was a funny one. One more before we get into topics. I wanted to ask you this last week, but I kept forgetting to bring it up. I might have I know I have a completely different opinion than the opinion that is kind of swirling online with this video. I don't know if you've seen it. I'm going to send it to you in the DMs again. And sorry, there's a lot of Spider-Man shit saved, so I got to get past all this.
So did you want the dude tattoo or the sweet tattoo?
Dude.
Okay, team dude. And no one in the chat answered the question. They just all left.
They laughed.
Okay, morning report. I don't see it.
I'm scrolling down. I said it's a lot of
Spider-Man.
A lot of Spider-Man.
He should have kept that to himself. Well, that took a turn. LOL. What is Ray J on? Ray J is wild. Pause and laughter. Thank you, Xavier, for being here, along with Junior Network and the rest of the crew.
While I'm looking for it, here's this.
Okay. Jonathan Majors talks about the moment he got fired. I've seen this one.
Yeah.
What does that mean? That's a real moment for me, right? I'm really asking. What's that mean?
That he was canceled?
What's the definition of it? And now there's a playbook for it, right? Okay. This individual, this entertainer, this athlete has done this. Now we're going to cancel him, throw the book at him. Well, the court already did that. But then you go into your social group or your work environment, and you have to pay a penance there too, apparently. I don't disagree with that.
Okay.
But the idea of cancellation, in my opinion, and it varies, right? Mm-hmm. And I've said this before, so I'll be bold in saying it. I just think it's incomplete. I think it's incomplete. You fuck up, you fall down, make a mistake, and then you're in the corner for the rest of your life. Never mind your child. Never mind your livelihood. Never mind yourself. Your self-confidence, I just couldn't have it. You know what I mean?
That's what Hulk Hogan said.
So I chose to go a different route.
He said, "You can't cancel me, brother." I'm playing. Hulk Hogan, if he actually apologized, was sincere about it, recognized his wrong, like, yeah, okay, I was secretly recorded. I know it was wrong that I was secretly recorded, but don't worry about that part. Right now, we got to talk about what I said and what I believe, and I know it's wrong, and I'm gonna change. If he actually hit me with one of those, all right, yeah, like Jonathan Majors is saying, let's see what you do coming out of it. But he never did. don't care about the man.
I think a lot of people, though, even when they are caught doing that, secretly recorded or whatever, and they come out
You
and
canceled?
apologize
Okay. What are you going to do
for
now?
it, I think that they're only doing that because they've been caught. And I
Mhm.
don't take it as sincerity. Even when you come up there and like, there was
This
that
video.
yeah, hold on. I want to get on that in just a second. There was that group. Those I don't remember what year it was. It was a while ago, not too long ago, but a while ago. These black folks were having like a barbecue or a birthday party or something like that, and they came by in their trucks with their um, what's the Confederate flags flying out the backs of their trucks and things like that, calling them all types of ends and all this and that and that and that. And then when they got pulled into court for it and had to, I think they did time because it was like a hate crime and some other stuff, blah 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 blah. She's up in front of the court. I am so sorry. It's not who I am. So I don't. So
Huh.
when you do that shit, when you get out in public and you want to, that's not. I don't believe you. You're only doing that because you caught. So if Hulk Hogan did that, brother, that's not who I am. I promise you. I don't believe you. You were secretly caught, and because you were secretly caught, and that was blown up to everyone, now you're in front of everyone saying that's not my character, that's not who I am, but that is who you are. Maya Angelou said it the best: when someone shows you who they are the first time, believe them. So I believe him.
Okay. And so I was listening to maybe it was Van Lathan. Somebody said when you do the apology, you can't just like do an emotional apology and like hope people believe you. You got to actually like put in work. You got to set a foundation. So what are you good at? You're good at wrestling. That's your talent. Why don't you go to New York, House of Glory? There's a training school there. Why don't you dedicate hours of your expertise that you can bestow on the next generation of majority black wrestlers and teach them how to make money for themselves and teach and dedicate your time there. Invest in like what you have is a valuable skill, like world class. What's going on, Dark Room? A valuable skill. And if you're Hulk Hogan, if you're genuinely sincere, that's what you do to make amends with the community in which you have insulted. Never did. It was always just like going on talk shows, apologizing, calling up his friend Booker T and apologizing to Devon Dudley. But I mean, I heard what. Hold up. Do you hear me? You hear me now? I don't hear you. Fun.
I was muted. That's why you couldn't hear me.
So I thought I was having issues. Okay. Hello, Nick. Let's go watch the thing you shared before we haven't even started yet. But what's the?
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
Now, if you would
We've got
look at the
millions of
caption
free
to that,
Place holidays available with 22 kilograms of baggage included.
where they said, this isn't funny, and stop calling young black boys YNs and recording literal children in the gym. Someone said, I shouldn't be laughing, but these YNs out of control. The comments, if I can find them here. Someone said they're in the gym practicing how they're, let me see. Where's the ones I was looking for? That's the ones I was looking for. I saw people defending this. I'm trying to find the ones I was looking for, but people defending them saying, well, these are children, they're outside, or they're stop calling them YNs. Well, I agree with that. Stop calling them YNs. These are children, they're outside, they're you guys complain when they're not doing something constructive, when they're doing this and that. I agree with that. I agree with that. What I don't agree with is defending the actions being done on the treadmill. As someone who coached young black kids, that was my team, my AU team. That we maybe had like maybe one or two every now and then on our team, white kids on our team, but we was an all black team. So I can speak on many times that we would show up to a tournament, especially if we went to Arkansas, or if we, especially or Arkansas, Kansas, those were mainly the two that we experienced. Sometimes in Texas, would experience racism. And whenever we are Black, I have something I used to tell my boys, and my mother told me this: you already got 3 strikes against you. 1, you're Black. 2, you're male. 3, you're Black. I used to tell my boys that all the time. When we go places, y'all need to be aware of where we are and things like that. So I don't agree with the whole actions and defending the actions of them shooting and things like that, because that's already what they think of us anyway. That's already what they think of young Black boys anyway, that they are out there shooting and gang banging and all this kind of stuff like that. I, again, coached Black kids. That's not what the all Black kids are doing. Now, what they were in there doing, I don't know, but I don't agree with defending the actions from these kids. But I also agree with stop calling young Black kids YNs.
Okay, well, I think that the recorder is their third friend, and I think they're being intentionally funny. Like, this is a joke. There's no way that they seriously went to the gym.
Oh, of course not. Of course not. But even in that, we, as Black folks, I'm not saying that we can't have fun and we shouldn't be able to do whatever, but walk accordingly and know where you are. Do you think that that's a good idea when the stereotypes and tropes and things are already attached to us? Now you're in the gym pretending to shoot, regardless of your friends recording it or not. There's a time and a place. That looked like the gym is not the time or place for that. It's just not. As Black kids, Black folks, I disagree. And if it was white kids, I'd be saying the same damn thing. But especially when it's our young Black kids, when they already have this stereotype and stigma attached to them.
I'm willing to forgive streamers like I Show Speed for his stupidity that he was doing for the internet. You know, sensationalism gets clicks, and they wanted to go viral on TikTok. They're not weighing the responsibility of it all. I can give him a pass.
I can give them the pass. Yeah, I mean, they're kids, but I'm not saying
they're old enough to know better. I knew better by then.
Yeah, I'm giving them past. They're kids. My kids did stupid shit sometimes, but I'm talking about the people defending them, the grown ass motherfuckers on Twitter talking about, oh, they're just having fun, and I agree, they are. But at the end of the day, we need to send them on the right path and tell them again, time and place. That's just, you're just giving them fuel. You're giving them fuel. I just disagree with it. So I know there were people that follow me and that I followed that agreed with it, but not one of them. Not one of them.
Oh man, you ever seen that video with those kids, the VCU kids, university?
VCU.
Yeah.
No.
They were rapping about how they went to VCU, and I was gonna show that, but I can't find it, so we will not show it.
No, I have not. But we can go into. Do you want to? Let's save Spider-Man last, because it was a big weekend for Spider-Man. There's a lot. We can go. Let's do the Harry Potter thing.
Harry Potter.
So the director for Harry Potter came out this weekend and did I don't know if this was an interview he did or if this was just something that the people on set know or HBO knows or whatever. But I saw this, why you have to kind of read past the headlines. Because when I saw the headline, I was like chill at the very beginning. Like, what the hell does that even mean? How is it going to be grounded, realistic? This is a magical school, X, Y, and Z. So Mark Mylod, director of the upcoming Harry Potter series on HBO Max, aims to bring a more realistic approach to the new adaptation. But when you read further, it goes, the upcoming Harry Potter series on HBO Max will minimize the use of CGI, relying instead on photochemical techniques and transforming natural elements into magic. So they're going to, I guess, not lean so heavy on the CGI and kind of go for the more practical look for some of the magic stuff. So when I first read the headline, I was like, okay, I'm starting to go back to hating the idea of doing a Harry Potter series. But again, when you read past it and things like that, it's not that at all. Also, some of the things that Mylloyd has worked on in the past, his resume, he's got a good resume. Let's see. As far as movies, he has done.
I'll go on his IMDb.
Yes, do that, please. That's cool.
Hope the ad goes away. He's known for Succession, Game of Thrones, Shameless, The Affair. He's directed 35 things. Wow.
Yeah.
Upcoming, he's got Harry Potter, but previous was Mountainhead, Succession, Minority Report, Backstrom as a TV series executive producer. The Affair, Shameless, I heard of that. Once Upon a Time, Entourage, we heard of that. He's got some things, man. Was that it? He's got 33 episodes of Entourage. It's a lot. I don't see the rest.
Well, I mean, the first few, like Shameless, Succession, Game of Thrones,
6 episodes.
Yeah, he's got a good resume under his belt, and I think that the more practical look and things I think a lot of films, from what we've been hearing lately, are going for more of that practical look in films. We just saw it in the Fantastic Four. We've seen it they've talked about it in the Mando Grogu film, to building the full-scale ATTE. And when they said full-scale ATTE, I didn't think it was. I thought it was just like full-scale, like the Fantastic ship was. Fantastic Four ship was like, it's full scale, it's there on set, but you can't actually get in it. I didn't know they could actually get in this thing. They could get in it and like sit in it and like as if they're actually controlling it. There was that huge hallway scene they actually filmed inside of it. That's fucking dope. But so stuff like that. I think we're starting to see a lot more shows and movies kind of lean back on the practical.
The director looks like Harry Potter grown up. Mark Myroyd.
A little bit. But yeah, so that's him. And that's what they're doing for Harry Potter. It's not realistic in the way that the headline portrays it to be, or grounded in the way the headline portrays it to be, but it's actually going to be more practical. And each season is 8 episodes. We know that. Lithlow starts filming today as Dumbledore. So they're getting closer and closer.
8 episodes might not be enough. I want to know the length of the episodes. Don't give me no 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Give me more.
Like what's more, an hour or?
Yeah, 57-minute episodes. No commercials. Just
so
like
Game Last of Us and Game of Thrones. Yeah. So they'll probably do that.
If you can do that, I'll be happy. You'll hit all the parts that the books didn't touch on. I mean, the movies didn't touch on. You know what I meant. That'll be cool. And this realistic approach, it's cost-cutting approach. That's what that really means.
Right. Yeah, definitely cost-cutting.
They'll reuse the same animations from season 1 when they're in season 2. That's what you're supposed to do. Apenlanden, Gavna. You want episodes like Stranger Things with 2-hour episodes? Maybe for the finale.
Stranger Things is only doing that this last season, aren't they? Because we never had an actual season 1 through 4 of 2-hour episodes, besides maybe that finale in season 4, the 2-parter or whatever. I haven't seen it in forever, but yeah.
Coming down a bridge, coming down a road, with the tears of God, places. What's that word? If I only could make a deal with God. That song.
That was awful.
She was running up the hill.
That song went crazy that summer. They were playing on the local radios.
Yeah.
Because of Stranger Things.
Isn't that crazy? Now, wouldn't it be nice if like an independent artist had their music played on Stranger Things and that guy would have gotten all the money and not the studio who owns the rights to the music? That would be nice. You know who's good at that? Taylor Swift is thinking about that. She's re-recording all of her songs, and now she owns the master recordings, and she'll get money for the times you use her version.
Oh, let Donnie T tell it. She's not even popular anymore because of him.
Because of the football player?
No, I'm talking about Donnie.
She's not popular because Trump told everyone don't listen to her.
That's what he says. He tweeted it again yesterday. So
it's hard though because most people peak and then they're out, and that's like a 10-year shuffle.
Man, Taylor Swift can still sell out in a fucking arena. So I don't know what he's talking about. I'm not even a Taylor Swift fan.
When's the last time she sold out an arena?
I want to say her most recent tour, was it not? And not only that, didn't she like re-release her album or something like that, and it's sold out? And like, I don't know. I don't pay attention.
So
to
she's still doing great then. She still hasn't ended her peak.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to T Swift like that, but I do see things.
She's the next Michael Jackson.
She's not like. She's not that. I hate that shit, but she's not unpopular.
She hasn't been boozy since she left.
I've been boozy since I left. I ain't changing for a chick. Tell my mom I ain't forget.
I gotta take out Janet now and just superimpose a black and white Taylor Swift there. Dances just like that. Thank you. I'm Too Fly. As a Star Wars and a DC nerd, Harry Potter is too nerdy for me. LOL. Wow.
Really? I love Harry Potter.
I think they're in the same wheelhouse. I think that if you have a fan expo or one of those conventions, you'll get some Harry Potter actors, the guy who played Hagrid, the guy who voiced Dobby, and then you'll also get some of the Star Wars in DC.
Yeah, I love Harry Potter. The Wizarding World is fun.
You give it a chance when it's on TV again, and when everyone's talking about it. You know, I think like this will be a hit. HBO Max has those, right? Last of Us, Game of Thrones, Lanterns. Hopefully, HBO does have that like destination appointment viewing. So let them be the next ones. Harry Potter.
They do have that. Aren't they doing Welcome to Derry as well? That's supposed to be coming to HBO Max as well. The It series, and then they have that slew of never going to see Game of Thrones series, like the Knights of Seven Kingdoms, House of Dragon. We'll see House of Dragon season 3, Game of Thrones film, Aegon's Conquest, 4 animation series. They are actually working on Aegon's Conquest. The writer he just got interviewed saying they can't wait to start filming because the opening sequence is so amazing and they can't wait for people to see it and things like that, blah blah blah. But Knights of the Seven Kingdoms, that was supposed to come out this year. Now they've moved it to 2026. We still don't even have a trailer for it. House of Dragon season 3 is also 2026. So HBO Max, I think they do well. House of Dragon season 2 was but in Last of Us season 2 was so if anything, the first season of Harry Potter will be great. First season of House of Dragons, great. First season of Last of Us is great. So second seasons, they get rocky.
House of Dragon 2 was a big old dookie.
Man.
I want to tell the Harry Potter creators, don't release them with 2-year breaks. These kids are going to get older. Plan and schedule every year for the next 8 years, 7 years, so that we don't have to wait like House of Dragon. The only thing that should stop it is like a writer's strike or something.
House of Dragon season 2 was a huge disappointment. Huge disappointment. And I didn't read the books. I just know from fans that have read the books, people are about to be even more upset because I guess they're changing more things. Now, is that going to upset me? I don't know. Probably not. Haven't read the books. But people are upset already. The show hasn't even aired.
You guys are so sensitive. My God. T Swift? You talking about the real Thriller? Yeah. Hi, Kenny. Hope you're doing better.
What up, Kenny?
Where we at next? Where do we go? Where shall we traverse?
Next, we can go to the Fantastic Four's second week box office numbers.
The box office, is this the Fantastic Four? Did they do fantastic? Oh, I'm not talking about this. Go take it away.
No,
Nope.
Fantastic Four did not do fantastic. It has not been a fantastic ride for the Fantastic Four. And you know, as high as I have been, and I still love Fantastic Four, I think that movie is still fantastic. Again, no puns intended when that is said, but I think that movie's phenomenal. I think it's a huge step up, like Thunderbolts, from a lot of the things we've seen from Marvel Studios in past years. However, as I've said many times before when we've had this discussion, even though I made the bet that I made, I've said this before. Marvel is not in the same place that they simply are. And it doesn't take I've seen people online trying to explain it like in deep dives and threads and like, oh my gosh, here's the problem. The problem just simply is this. And I agree with what Cornelius posted. And I think that's really the simplest way that everybody should look at it. When you produce shit after shit after shit after shit, and I've said this too, for arguably 3 to 5 years, you're going to lose your audience. When you're doing things like killing T'Challa, you're going to lose your certain fractions of your audience. When you're doing things like getting rid of the spectacle, you're going to lose certain fractions of your audience. Although I think Rob Liefeld is very much butthurt, he is very right in saying that 45 minutes of Fantastic Four, there's no action. And I think in a time where we're talking spectacle and superhero films and what fans want to see, I love the Fantastic Four. I think it's fantastic, but I think whenever the general audience is hearing things about it and they're hearing, oh, it's, about a mother's love, I think Marvel really clinged to that and we're expecting moms to go out in droves or whatever, or I don't know, but we're not in the same spot that we are in with Marvel any longer. So even when we're hearing from online and after the review embargoes and people are saying it's phenomenal, it's this, it's that, it's the best thing Marvel's done in a long time, you have to go see this film, we have to understand, and I've said this before, casuals are just not in that place. They're not. What we're seeing, review embargoes, and a casual probably don't even know what a review embargo is, but what we're seeing, review embargoes and hearing that it's this and this and that, they're not seeing that. They're seeing the commercials, they're seeing Hollywood Reporter calls it this, the New York Times calls it that in the commercials. That's what they're seeing. They're not online, they're not on Twitter researching this stuff like we are. They're not deep diving into this, and that is, I think, where Marvel is, and it's affecting Superman too. You're having your first Superman film, even though Superman's doing better than Marvel, doing better than Fantastic Four. It should be, you would think, we all kind of thought at the beginning that it was going to do better than it did. Now, I did give it that 5 to 6 numbers when we were talking about its box office, but one of the points you made at the beginning, the name Superman alone should have drove it. DC, and it should have, I don't know, but we are just not in that place anymore. We're not in that place. And I'm not worried for Spider-Man at all, because Spider-Man's going to do what Spider-Man is going to do. But let's talk in a world that we're currently in with superhero films, and let's say Spider-Man doesn't do it. It does underperform. That is when that to me is when they panic, when Marvel needs to panic. I don't think they panic after this. I think that this is expected. And the reason I say I think this is expected, we all kind of said this going in after Brave New Shit, after Thunderbolts did what it did, after a slew of terrible Disney Plus shows. You lose your audience. You lose your audience. So this is, not really surprising. It's disappointing. It's disappointing on my end for the bet I made. It's not surprising. It's not surprising. It sucks. It sucks for them. And who knows? Who knows what's going to happen?
Everything's perfectly fine. Avengers Doomsday is not gonna skip a beat because that's why. Don't fire me, Bob Iger, please.
Yeah, it's
If Doomsday and Secret Wars both fail, then it's time to panic. They are throwing all their resources at those two projects. I think it's a safe bet there, even without China doing what they've been doing recently, and how they've been like not coming for superhero movies. I think they still come for Avengers, unless they're not in that many theaters in China because the government doesn't want it. Like unless there's a reason like that, I think the people still care about Avengers, and they can get a cool $300 million just for that.
I mean, I agree with that. I've stood by what I've said for Avengers, and I continue to stand by it. I do again. I'm gonna have the conversations. I did this with Fantastic Four. I went back and forth. I went back and forth on, oh, it's gonna do this, or no, it's gonna do that, or oh, and I'm gonna do the same thing with Avengers, Doomsday, and Secret Wars. I stand at the moment. I stand by RDJ's star power, bringing in people. I also stand by the cameos and the Fox X-Men coming in and what that's going to do. And then once they drop that first trailer, again, that doesn't mean that people are going to go out and watch the movie. But once they drop that first trailer for Avengers, I think it's going to also set the world ablaze on when it comes to conversation. So, but if Spider-Man underperforms, which I don't see that. I don't see that. And if that happens, then whoa, the emergency stream I'm going to do, I don't see that happening. But if Spider-Man underperforms, then there's a much wider conversation Marvel needs to be having.
What's your expectation for Spider-Man?
Oh,
so I know what is underperforming.
Easily $1 billion. Spider-Man easily makes $1 billion. Easily. I don't see anything stopping Spider-Man from making $1 billion. Do you see the hype around photos of the boy? Him waving and interacting with little kids? People were we're gonna watch some of the videos. There was a video of him on the on that tank, and when he passed by the street that they were the spectators were filming with their phones. Somebody in the background said, "Oh my gosh, it's fucking Spider-Man!" It's Spider-Man. He's gonna do $1 billion.
That's Tom Holland, yeah. You need to find a way to that Spider-Man set. They're filming in Atlanta? You can get there. That's a bus ride.
Hey, I got a cousin in Atlanta. That's not a problem.
Huh.
I would love to. I'd love to. I would love to. Back when I was a Thunder fan, I snuck into the arena. Well, I snuck into, which was, I've never told this story to any, but like maybe 4 people. But I snuck into where the players park. I got into their spot, and I was waiting. This is when I coached. I coached AU basketball. I was wanting to talk to Russ about something. And
Russ, you hear him say, I wanted to talk to Russ.
Russell was here for like 10 years. We've referred to him as Russ. But I wanted to talk to, if it makes you feel better, Westbrook about some things. And when he came out of the back, whatever door that is, with those 2 big niggas, I was like, I'm going to stay under this van. Because I thought about it. If I come from under that van, I'm like, Russell, they're gonna grab me. So yeah, no, I could definitely probably get into Atlanta's filming spot, wherever they're filming in for Brand New Day, if I was to get there. And I'd give some exclusives. I'd run up on Tom. Tom, what did dude say when he ran up on James, or he says he's gonna run up on James? Run up on Tom. Tom,
the YouTuber.
Tom, give us an exclusive.
I've never seen a YouTuber like get so universally like hated on. Like no one agreed with that. Every time I've seen somebody cover it on YouTube, I probably watched 3 videos, and it was just like, yeah, what? That's wrong. You can't do that, guys. You're ruining the name of the Snyder believers. And I'm like, good. We need to be able to say that. And I don't mean to do YouTuber beef and YouTuber dramatic like back and forth and stuff, but you can say that action was not right. It was improper. It's going to hurt us as fans, people with webcams and microphones and people who create content. It'll hurt our reputation, and we'll be less likely to get better opportunities because of that. I believe they're filming Spidey in Scotland. Yeah, it is Scotland, isn't it?
Currently, yes.
And but they'll do some
Currently.
stuff in Atlanta and they'll do some stuff in LA. New York, most likely. Punisher won't put butts in seats. Well, Spider-Man's already going to put the butts in the seats. Punisher will just please people.
Yeah. To be honest, Spider-Man doesn't need a cameo for butts to get put in the seats.
Mm-hmm. Michael also had a super chat. Wait till he gets us money, right? $2. Are you fans really the market for the MCU anyway? No. I think it's obvious who they care about. They care about how they're only going to get 400 million and 500 million from these movies, and they're looking for that guy who's going to buy a movie ticket so that they can make 900 and $1 billion. They don't care about the ones they already have right now. They're seeking that other group. Like, what's the niche that can we hire somebody from the football world and put a football player in our movie? Maybe that'll increase it. They care about everyone they don't have, not the ones they do.
Indeedy. Did you have anything on Fantastic Four? And I've also seen people saying this too, which I don't agree with. Marvel sure is hurrying up and trying to put out the advertising for or not advertising, but sharing all these behind the scenes photos and videos for Spider-Man because of the failure of Fantastic Four. No, and I can't definitively say, oh, you're wrong, but I can disagree with that. I disagree. I don't think so. One, don't know why we have to go back and forth with this every time Spider-Man comes back around. Sony decides that shit. Marvel can suggest, they can have an opinion, but if Sony doesn't like it, and we saw this the first time, if Sony doesn't like it, they're not. So they are the ones that decide when advertising. That's why Spider-Man has never been announced at SDCC or anything like that. It's Sony's decision when they want to start advertising. So it's not because of the failure of Fantastic Four that Marvel's like, oh, start shelling out behind the scenes videos and let's start getting some people on the side to record shit so we can. No, that's not it. It's Sony saying, hey, it's Spider-Man time. Boom. Share that shit. Like, it's not, I don't think it's not a Marvel deal.
Spider-Man is a Sony property, so that was on Sony.
Thank you. The people online talking about Marvel, you can see how scared Marvel is because they're sharing. No, they're not. It's not up to them. It's not up to them.
Fantastic Four box office proves that only the Marvel fans are showing up. The casuals are barely going unless it's a popular character team up. It's the casuals, bro. That's the money. 250 mil of Fantastic Four is fans. The rest is casuals, and they're not seeing Fantastic Four because they already saw Jurassic or Superman.
Do you think it's the deal too, where it's the first family? They've just never been popular and outside of publishing.
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm
asking
my opinion.
Yeah, of like why Fantastic Four didn't make as much money, and that was that reason.
But as far as casuals not going, I mean, there's a laundry list of reasons as to casuals not going. But do you think that could be on the list of reasons? These are not really known characters. I don't know. Pedro Pascal said that he was going to do Reed Richards with an accent until Marvel said no. It's like things like.
Wait, what? He said that?
That's what he said.
What accent though? Like a New Yorker accent? What kind of accent is he going for?
I have no idea. He didn't go into the details. At least I didn't read past the headline because I just shook my head. I was literally the Viola Davis meme. I grabbed my shit and walked out. That's stupid.
No, I got to hear the accent. He could work.
No, it can't work. When has Reed ever had an accent?
How do they speak on Yancey Street? Maybe he speaks just like that.
No thanks. No thanks. But do you think because it's the first family and they're not widely known, could that be added to the laundry list of reasons that casuals did not show up to the theater?
I tried to give you what I think like a couple days ago, Wednesday, was it? And like every time I began, I get shot down and this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. So in protest, I refuse to answer that question.
No, that's stupid. We went at you the way we went at you because the things that you come out and say, I don't think you listen to yourself sometimes when you say shit. And sometimes the chat even jumps on our wagon and agrees with us. Some of the things you say are outlandish and crazy.
Yeah. Some things
That's
sometimes I just say crazy things. Yeah.
you do. That's why when we come at you the way we do and shut your ass down, it's some crazy shit you're saying.
Freedom of speech. Maybe hear me out.
You have that. And this is it now. Now, if you want to, the floor is yours. Go ahead and give your
the floor was mine on Wednesday, and every time I tried to
No, you can't do that. You can't be hurt, Rob Liefeld, because you didn't get invited to the party on Wednesday.
Nah, bro, let's just lose this bet in a couple of months, and then we can start talking. You've lost the privilege of Chillmonger Explains.
No. Because in a couple of months, I'm not going to come back to this part of the conversation with you.
We're not going to talk about the bet?
I'll talk about the bet, but I'm not coming back to this point of the conversation of why the laundry list of reasons that people didn't go see the movie.
I won't come back to the conversation either.
So the next time Marcus and I, so on Thursday, because I undoubtedly Marcus will bring it up, you leave. Stay out of it.
Yeah,
don't join the conversation.
I'm gonna still sit here and sip on
of course.
Drink,
but leave the conversation. You're not going
That's
to.
what I'm saying.
Nothing. Not a. No facial expressions. No.
I can't make a facial expression.
No. You're disconnected from it. By
I'm making. I'll make a facial expression. I can't promise you I won't make a facial expression.
Well, then turn your face. That's crazy, but that's fine. I gave my opinion on what I think the Fantastic Four is doing. And that's it. And I think, again, it's going to affect, well, we already know Eyes of Wakanda is not going to get any eyes on it. We know it's going to affect Wonder Man. I don't think that this affects Vision Quest. I think Vision Quest does what Agatha did. That's just me. I'll be tuning into Vision Quest. I'm wondering if I'm going to watch Wonder Man, maybe out of curiosity. I know I got an ick from what they did on the blue carpet at the Fantastic Four premiere where he was in character. I didn't like that. It's not that I didn't like him being in character. I don't like what they're doing with Wonder Man. I don't like it. If you didn't see it quickly, Wonder Man in the MCU is a movie superhero because we are at that point in the MCU where movies, if we're living in that actual universe, movies are being made off of superheroes, based off superheroes and things like that. So in this universe, Wonder Man is a superhero that is based off of one of the MCU heroes that they have made movies off of. So ever since Simon Williams was a kid, he's always wanted to be Wonder Man. And that is the direction there. Yeah, here it is. That's the direction they're going with this shit.
I grew up a really big fan of Wonder Man, a really big fan of comics. It was actually the first movie that I saw in the theaters with my father when I was very young. And, that day I left the theater wanting to be a superhero. So this is, it's amazing. And, this is actually a very beautiful full circle moment for me.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And now we've heard you've become close with problematic public figure Trevor Slattery, aka the Mandarin. Can you tell us a little bit more?
I'm sorry, we gotta get moving.
I'm so sorry. I gotta go. All right.
And see, my dumbass, until we came in here, and I think it was either you or somebody in the chat that told me, oh no, he's in character for the movie. I was like, what? Because my dumbass, because when I saw it the first time, I was thinking, why did she pull him away? And why was he actually getting asked about Trevor Slattery like he's a real person? That's my dumbass. I was thinking like, what? But then y'all explained it to me. Oh no, Darius, he's in character. And I was like, oh, I hate that. I hate that. Hated that. So that's another one that's I think is not going to do hot for them. But and then I got asked about Marvel Zombies from Johnny. Man, I don't know. Maybe. Probably. But as far as like, am I going to watch it? More than likely. Are the casual fans tuning into Disney Plus to watch Marvel Zombies? I just don't know, man.
Anything?
Or any of this. Or any of it. Right.
Too.
Any of it.
I heard it's good. I heard a couple people say how nice they was, and I'm great, right? I don't want it to be crap. I don't want
it. The typicals love it though, don't they? Like you're talking about Koi Jean and them. Like, of course, Koi's going to get on here and be like, and I like Koi, but Koi's going to get on here and he's going to say it was great. like all the reviews I've seen on it on YouTube, everybody's saying it's great. You know, of course, people are saying the first few episodes or first episode or whatever, but everybody's overall tone of it is it's great. Now, I haven't heard anybody say of how it changes or really fits into the MCU timeline or what it does, but
Well, the acts that Killmonger was appreciating in the first movie in that museum is used in the Eyes of Wakanda show. That's its connection.
oh god. So
Yeah.
that's it. Okay. Yay. Fun. Cool. Poetry. It rhymes.
Yeah. I guess that's what makes it canon, but nothing of consequence. They go into the future also. Yeah. But like, I mean, when I say they go into the future, I mean a story takes place. I think it's 50 years or 100 years after the present, and
So there is no actual time traveling device.
I don't think so.
Ah,
I don't think. I think that the point of view and the perspective time travels. We tell a story this year, then they tell a story this year, then they show you a story this year, and that's. I don't think there's actual time travel.
Well, then I guess I was never looking forward to that, but I guess the only other projects I'm looking forward to right now are Vision Quest, Spider-Man, and of course the Avengers films. I don't think there's. I mean, outside of that, it's zombies. It's Wonder Man. That's it, isn't it? Upcoming Marvel
Vision Quest,
projects.
Wonder Man. Oh, Daredevil has a second season.
Is that before? I would assume it's before.
Yeah.
Doomsday.
And Punisher is gonna have his own special.
That's right.
40-minute
Presentation. The presentation. That's right.
Okay.
That is right.
There's some things, but are they going to be consequential and matter to the overall story of Secret Wars, incursions, what Doom is up to? Absolutely not.
This is as of, when was this posted? July 28th. It was updated July 28th, posted then as well. Eyes of Wakanda just passed. Marvel Zombies in October. Wonder Man in December. Spider-Man Brand New Day, July 31st. Born Again, March 2026. Vision Quest 2026. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2 2026. Punisher Special 2026. Avengers Doomsday 2026. Secret Wars 27. Blade to be determined. Shang-Chi 2 to be determined. Armor Wars. I don't know why they still have that up there. X-Men 97 Season 2 to be determined.
You said that something came out in December and then you went to July. So there's nothing for 7-8 months in between?
No. So yeah, that's something that people have been talking about. And I Josh over at the Dinner Nerd said it on Twitter. He was like, I think this year-long break is going to be needed. Did they not just have a year-long break?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had like a year-long break from Deadpool to Brave New Shit, right?
Yeah, but there was TV shows in between, wasn't there?
Was there?
When was Secret Invasion? What year was?
That wasn't that year.
Ms. Marvel. There wasn't
not that year.
So
I don't
it was
think there
a
was
good
anything.
year?
I think they had a year break. At least theatrically, they definitely had a year break.
And X-Men 97 wouldn't count because it's not the same universe. Unless that doesn't matter to you.
I wouldn't count it. It was phenomenal. I loved it. Still love it. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't count it. When did that come out? Was that in between Deadpool and? Yes, it was. It was.
Roll.
I think. I can't remember. A lot of shit's happened. But I don't know. I think that whole conversation about them having a year break, I don't know that really does anything. They just, like I said, they had a year break and it didn't really help. So yeah, nothing from December 2025 all the way until July 31st, 2026. So after Wonder Man, I mean, it's already started, the Spider-Man stuff, but after Wonder Man, it's just the road to Spider-Man.
Well, as a fan of other things, Lanterns is going to come out in that break.
Outside of Marvel, yeah.
I think Star Wars is going to have a movie in May. And that's Star Wars is big enough to occupy my attention. Ahsoka season 2 might be also in 2026.
Maybe so. Yeah.
I think I'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, there's other stuff outside of Marvel though, so just Marvel themselves is not going to be doing anything for
the beginning of 2026. When is that Warhammer thing starting?
I don't know. I have no clue.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot, but I have no clue.
I know what content creator I'll go to watch.
The only one that talks about it?
That I watch, yeah. Josh of Den of Nerds. I don't think anyone else cares about it who I watch. I watch a lot of Campia. I don't think he talk. I don't know. I've never heard him bring it up.
Mm-mm. Well, I didn't know what it was, so Josh brought it up. So
what? I don't even know what it is now. It's a game, like a tabletop game.
I think it's a tabletop game, like one of those ones where you paint your people and figures and shit.
And you roll the dice and you see what happens.
I think so.
But they also made lore, and they also like added more like history.
I think there's books.
Okay.
There's books, from my understanding, that cover it all as well, like the lore.
And apparently the books are really good at the lore, and they say we can make a movie out of this or TV show out of this. And Henry Cavill plays the game. He's like, cast me. I can produce it too. Okay.
And I guess Henry Cavill was a massive fan before they even started talking about doing it. So he knows like the lore. And again, I only know all this stuff because I've heard Josh talk about it. I couldn't tell you anything about Warhammer. Only thing I know from Warhammer is, because he says it all the time, is that word custodes. What they are, don't know. What their function is, I don't know.
Are they good guys or bad guys?
I don't know, but I know that they're in this. They're going to be in the show.
We just know there's custodes. It's kind of like the game Risk, but on a bigger scale, and you just have an army that you build.
Wow.
I don't know how you transfer that into a TV show or a movie, but good luck.
I mean, he said he's got his Warhammer lore or stuff coming on, or channel coming up, where he's gonna post videos and get people prepared and ready and all that. Now, Josh also thought that Snyder's Rebel Moon was going to be the next Star Wars, so take that with a grain of salt.
It's not? How many characters can you name? I know the actor's name. I don't know any character's name.
I don't know anyone's name from Rebel Moon.
Actually, that doesn't matter because we don't know James Cameron's Avatar characters.
That's true too. I don't even know if I made it past the first episode of Rebel Moon. I don't know.
Chef 7, Feige should step down during the reset. Let someone with fresh ideas take the wheel. He should have called it after the end game. He's not going to step down. He'll be fired or let go, or, presented as the guy who just changes his mind. Morning chat, morning chill, and Darius. Dune was the next Star Wars, but actually it predates Star Wars. I was going to say that. Yeah, it predates them. Smart man. Lawrence knows his things.
It does predate it. I've argued with people that tell me it's better. I'm like, oh, you child.
You want to do something cool and fun? You want to talk about pro wrestling?
Do I?
You want to talk about SummerSlam? No? Okay, we'll talk about pro wrestlers instead. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He came out, and remember, he's got that movie, The Smashing Machine, where his face is digitally recreated and changed, and he doesn't look like the way he looks now, right? So he's kind of open to that. Disney planned to use AI deepfake technology to put Dwayne Johnson's face on a body double for the live-action Moana remake. Johnson approved the plan, but it never went ahead due to data and copyright concerns. You know what? I crap on this guy a lot. But when you got leverage, you say no. You say, nope, you can't use my likeness and my image forever. And I'll be all in the parks and I'll be everywhere, not seeing a dime. I am not John Boyega at the beginning of my career trying to be Finn. I am Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. No deepfake AI. I don't care if the character doesn't look exactly like this. Rock, as a regular role, like the way he looks today, is fine enough. Just put a little fake tattoo on The Rock, and we're good. He does not need to look kind of like chunky or anything like that. He's Maui, like he's fine. So I was actually happy to hear the Dwayne Johnson news that he's putting his foot down and saying no, a little bit too invasive here. with with what you're trying to ask of me. So shout out to Dwayne. Any take on
So
the
he
eight-time WWE champion?
so he said no to this.
Yeah, he said no. Well, first he agreed. It says he approved the plan, but it never went ahead due to data and copyright concerns.
I mean, there's a lot of actors and actresses that don't want their voices or likenesses reimaged for the fear of it being used forever and ever and ever. James Earl Jones, however, is the exception of that. He did give his voice to Lucasfilm and Star Wars to be used forever as Darth Vader.
His family's getting a cut. He did cut a deal. It's not like it's a heartless.
Yeah. It's not like his family's not getting anything from it. But as far as like, I struggle with not being accurate to the film. I'm not saying he needs to, or the original film rather. I'm not saying he needs to do the whole body double thing. I also agree with you on this is the exception I can give it where he doesn't need to do that to be Maui. I think you give him, if you want to give him the long hair, whatever, which I'm sure they're going to do, the Rock's stature alone is fine as Maui. I mean, this is live action. In live action, I would expect a demigod to kind of look like a demigod like he does here. So I think he's fine as how he is.
I am perfectly fine with this. I'm not going to say, well, wait a minute. He's supposed to have the dancing tattoo. He's supposed to be more larger. That's just good. He's The Rock. He's going to voice. He's going to sound like the character. I mean, I can suspend my disbelief enough. And I don't even have to suspend it that much. Go, keep your rights, keep your image, make sure that they pay you the royalties you deserve, and exercise your power. The last time he did something like this that I was proud of, oh, well, there's lots of things he does that I'm proud of. It's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, maybe my favorite. So the last time he was during the writer's strike and the actor's strike, he was like donating things like $5 million to everyone who's picketing and doing all that work. Obviously, he can't be on the picket line. He's kind of too famous and too much of it won't be safe for him. But he was putting money down, and that's important. And seeing him do that after Bob Iger saying we got to starve them out and we got to make sure that they come to the negotiation tables 6 months later and they do the terms that we agree to, and he's going, nope, we're gonna give these guys food trucks and make sure that they're taken care of. Dwayne Johnson, as far as like the actors from like a worker's standpoint, I think he's winning. I think he hasn't disappointed me yet.
Yep, I agree. I agree.
And he needs to get his ass kicked by Cody Rhodes. When does it come out? If they're filming it now, probably next year, 26 or 27.
All right.
Whatever girl they get. Oh, I wasn't even thinking about that because she does grow up during the movie, doesn't she? So maybe they'll shoot half the movie now, and it'll be really expensive, to get everyone back on schedule. And then they shoot the second half when she's 3 years older, like the movie.
Yeah, maybe.
That would be cool. It's kind of like what Michael Jackson's movie is doing, except that's by accident. It's a biopic, and it's taken him throughout the years. They're actually shot a lot of it 2 years back, and they'll shoot more of it this year. And so it'll feel like he's getting older throughout the pick.
Yeah, I don't think...
Thank you, Lawrence.
Yeah. They have a lot of ground to cover with Mike. Lots.
Another movie with King Richards because of a strike. They filmed lots of it, and then they had to film, I think, the last part a year later. That's why Venus looks so much older in her final game. But even then, again, yeah, time is passing throughout her journey, so it'll make her look a little bit older. Wasn't a bad thing. It wasn't a bad move. For King Richard. For Will Smith, keep my wife out your mouth. Dwayne Johnson, I will keep your name in my mouth. And I hope you lose to Cody Rhodes.
Wrestling.
You know the bionic elbow? This is the thing. You wind up and you do the keep rolling. And then you hit him with the elbow. If you don't do the rolling with your hands, it doesn't hurt as much. Same thing with when they're on the top rope and you're punching them. You got to hit them 10. If it's only 9, then, they'll reverse it and it'll be like nothing hit them. The 10th one is the painful one.
Sounds like a lower level Spider-Man villain, Bionic Elbow.
The Bionic Elbow. Yeah. It sounds like Timmy Turner. Was it the Crimson Chin? The Bionic Elbow.
Yeah, the Crimson Chin. It was the bronze kneecap.
Yeah. Cody Rhodes does the beautiful disaster kick. It's an oxymoron, right?
Yeah, that's definitely a Spider-Man villain.
He calls his finishing move the crossroads. He'll turn you around.
Never seen any of it.
His grandfather was a plumber.
Nah.
You would like wrestling, There's so much continuity there.
I have been around wrestling. told you I had friends that had the whole little arenas and action figures and all that kind of stuff. It has never piqued my interest. I had one of my cousins, when I used to stay the night with him a lot, would put that stuff on. I almost said shit, but you like it. Would put that would put that stuff on, and I'd be like anything but us watching this.
Even with Cardi B entering and coming in the ring and hyping up the crowd yesterday.
What is she? She needs to be working on that sophomore album. What is she doing at the arena? I have no idea. I didn't even know she was there. Cardi B do everything but do a second album. And it's funny. I'm not even trying to. Funny. I argued when Cardi first came on the scene. I argued with people up and down trying to tell me she was better than the Queen. I know a lot of you don't like Nicki, and I don't like Nicki's personality that she's turned into lately. But hey, I'm gonna give the flowers where they're due. She's still the Queen.
Okay, sorry to sidetrack you off your Cardi B, Nicki.
I was about to say who's better because you said okay as if I'm about to say Cardi.
As he laughs.
I don't.
Come on, bro. That's the Rock did the same with Busta Rhymes. Rock had the same interactions with the celebrity in the front row. Here, you got a torn Achilles. You won't be needing this. And hitting on Cody Rhodes. That's peak entertainment. Nothing beats that.
Well, that is fun. Not my type of fun, but fun for those that enjoy. I can't get into it. It's not real. It's an act. I'm paying to go watch a play. I could go watch a
ladder match. Yeah, I'll play a ladder match one day, and then you'll be like, "Whoa!" Now I know it's not real, but that looks like it hurt. And whoa, that was creative. They did something this week where 4 corners had a man on it, and each time someone jumped off a corner, it got more devastating. One guy did a frog splash. One guy did a Spanish fly. You don't even know what that was mean. You're like, a frog splashing? What? All right, man. Salute to the Rock. Thank you, Rock. Thank you for everything you do. Bye.
Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you.
What are we at next? Where should we go to?
Should be the
trailer for the highest to lowest Spike Lee movie.
Sure.
I'm looking for it. Here, found it. Share screen. It's an A24 film. Someone said UFC is better. A24 film. Apple original film also, which means it's going to be streaming like 1 month later after, which takes away that fear of missing out, but makes them eligible for Oscars because it debuted in the theater. Let's go, Spike Lee. Denzel Washington.
New mixes of mood music. I need a theme. Theme music.
Hey!
Wake up, y'all. The king's here.
Got to pay back.
Buying back, stacking his records. It's a lot of money. There's more to life than just making money. It's integrity. That's what you stand for. What you think?
I think you gotta be a little crazy sometimes in this world to get what you want.
King David, now ain't this something? I got your full attention now, huh? You finally listening to me.
Somebody's got Trey.
What do you mean
Somebody's kidnapped our son.
$17.5 million in an all-black Jordan backpack. Try me if you think I'm playing.
I ain't got
Back out the trunk from the front. 11 a.m. board the 4 train going to money making Manhattan.
You let him go, I make sure you set free.
It's too late for all that.
It's never too late.
You're not God no more, nigga. I am.
35 and I'm still a pretty guy.
I gotta feed the streets, my lady, and a newborn kid. And I ain't trying to go back and do another bid, you dig?
I know what it is to risk everything you have for something that you want. I know what that means, to have nothing and want everything. What is that?
Insurance. That's Jake from State Farm.
Shout out to my felons, boy, we caught another felon. Shout out to my felons, boy, we caught another felony. Shout out to my felons, boy.
I can't go out like this, you know that.
Shout out to my felons.
Well, then his blood is gonna be on your hands then.
Pack out the trunk.
Oh, you want to do this? I got into this by myself. I'm going to get out of it by myself.
Where's my money? I got the 4-pounder sitting right here. Don't try nothing funny.
This don't look that bad. I like ASAP. I think new music, yes. I guess that's like the Apple partnership, right?
ASAP needs to get his ass home so Rihanna can make her new album. However, this for me, I'll watch it. Not in theaters, but I'll watch it.
I think this is a theater watch for me.
It's not even theater; it's streaming. Oh no, it's in theaters.
It's in theaters first on August 15th.
Yeah.
Kid gets kidnapped. It's got vibes of Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3, where he's the negotiator in that movie. Denzel is, right? I don't much care for Jeffrey Wright's character. I got the gun. It's insurance, Jake from State Farm. That's somewhat funny, but I think it's shot well. I understand his motivations. That's his kid. And why did A$AP Rocky character take him? Let's find out. They're probably going to link up and meet each other face to face at some point in the movie and be like, A$AP, there's always a plan B. There's always a future. It's not the end. Hopefully he doesn't die. But this is Spike Lee for you, bro. Spike Lee, one of his last movies that he'll do, linking back up with Denzel Washington for the 5th time, I think.
Spike Lee joint.
No problems here with the acting.
I haven't seen it.
In the trailer, there was no problems with the acting.
I don't know if you can really get acting vibes off of a trailer, but I mean, Denzel's in it, so it's Denzel Washington.
He's in orange. I think he gets caught. Why else would he be in this jail getup?
Because he said he's been to jail once. He doesn't want to go back. This could be a flashback. Could be something at the beginning where he's already been in jail.
You're right. It's all right, bro.
I'll watch it for sure, and
at this point, it looks like he's gonna hit the road. He's gonna take matters into his own hands. Where is he walking to? Did he get a lead? Why is he in the dark? What's at the other side of this door? Somewhat intriguing. They're underground. Yeah, nice stuff. Thank you, Spike Lee, for your contributions to the film world. This was it won a Cannes Film Festival in France, and this was the game Tyrese Halliburton was like doing that thing. He looked over to the side, and Spike Lee wasn't there because dude was in France for this movie. Just to tie things back to Tyrese, because I'm a great streamer like that. Denzel's gonna pimp slap some sense into him. Denzel with the lip. What does he mean?
I'm not sure.
A$AP Rocky acting is a little weird, but Denzel can carry anything. A$AP was on the phone for a lot of it. Don't worry about it. They can take multiple takes with that. No, you say it more angrily. Say it more confidently. Can't wait to see Denzel in Black Panther 3. I can't wait to see T'Challa in Black Panther 3. I don't care what Denzel does if T'Challa's not in it. But sure. A$AP's supposed to be his son. Oh, that wasn't in the trailer, so keep that to yourself. That feels like a good twist that I was going to learn about in 2 weeks from now. You ruined it, Dwayne. Isn't Ice Spice in that movie? Oh, it's just a New York fest, huh? Okay. He said A$AP needs to go home and Rihanna needs new music.
She didn't have an album. Man, she came out with an album since 2015. Anti. Yes,
because her makeup sells. Her makeup, all she got to do is go on the Super Bowl and take off the thing, powder up her face, and they sold millions.
She's probably never doing an album again, and if she does, it'll be later in life, because
she doesn't even write her music. Someone else tells her, "Now you got to say rum papa pum. I just shot a man down," and she sings it. She's not, who cares?
How do you know Rihanna doesn't write her music?
Like, you can read who was the writers of each song.
Okay, but she also on those, when they say who's the writer of the song, that doesn't necessarily mean that she's not helping them write the song.
Then her name would be included. Robin Fenty, songwriter.
Okay, so that then goes back to,
why are you still? What is? There's no so. Okay, so but there's no.
Yeah,
she's not a
there is
songwriter.
She has written songs. You're making it sound like she hasn't written any of her songs. She has written songs.
Okay.
She may not write all of her songs. Not every artist writes every song that's on their album, but she has written songs. We're not about to say or make it sound like Rihanna's talentless.
Taylor Swift is a songwriter.
Boy,
Mariah
Rihanna,
Carey.
boy. Taylor Swift is not in the same category as Rihanna. When it comes to selling out, Taylor Swift is a different monster because it's a cult-like weird following she has. But as far as genre of music, people that she's worked with, presence in the industry, I think Rihanna outdoes Taylor.
Okay, what about songwriting, which is why I brought up Taylor Swift? Taylor writes her music.
She does.
Okay.
With other people as well. Rihanna has written some of her songs with other people as well.
I'm not about to do it, but A$AP Rocky is in this movie. And maybe after this, maybe after all of the fun and lawsuits and all that stuff, he can chill. Oh, you know what? She's pregnant again, isn't she? Lauryn Hill was pregnant, and she was able to hit some high notes because that changes your body that way. She should probably get in the studio now while she can hit the high notes.
Yeah, about Rihanna?
Rihanna, yeah.
It'll be. It's going to be some time. I've come to accept, as a Rihanna fan, it's going to be a long time before she gives another album. She's pregnant again.
People get pregnant.
You're right, but she's on, what is this, 4 or 5, and that's fine. So I'm happy for
I didn't know
Rihanna.
it was 5 kids. I
think it's like 4. It's either 4. It's number 4 or number 5 that they're pushing out, and they want more. I think she said they want 13 or 14, and they want them all to have. They want them all to have our names. Yeah. So
Rihanna and A$AP have 2 sons, and she's currently pregnant with their 3rd child.
Their 3rd. All right.
People have 3 kids.
13 or 14 is what they're aiming for. So she will not be making any music anytime soon. At all. So I have to continue to listen to Anti. What's next?
She probably won't have 13. I don't mean this in any mean way, but just nature, biology, fertility.
But she's also a rich woman who can pay for certain things that the regular woman can't, that those type of things would affect nature, biology.
She's pregnant, though. Each time she's been pregnant. It wasn't one of those surrogate motherhoods, have someone else do it because I'm 37. It wasn't that.
No. But that's what I'm saying, though. She's also got the money, not to pay somebody else to carry the child for her, but to make sure that her health and her body stays up in tip-top shape. There are people that don't have her money that have fucking HGTV shows, maybe not HGTV, TBS shows at 14, 15 kids.
Yeah. Plant Poppy said something stupid. Rihanna can't sing. Keep it on the hard drive.
Oh, no.
I used to like you, Plant Poppy.
No. Well, I will say this. I like Rihanna. I do like Rihanna. However, she's not the best live vocalist. She's not. When you listen to What's her name?
I've been stressing when just the thought of you comes up.
What's her name? I forget. A lot of these folks can't sing live though.
Britney Spears, she can't sing live.
Beyonce will forever be able to sing live. She's a live singer. Celine Dion was a live singer. Whitney was. Although people like to try to argue with me about Mike's vocals, Mike was a live singer, not just an entertainer.
Jelly Roll is a live singer, I learned.
Did you see something from him? I've never seen anything from him live. You saw something from him live as of recently?
Yeah.
Sounded good.
He's a good singer.
Yeah, that's the one, Lawrence. I think that's if you're agreeing that she can sing live sometimes. The Diamonds one, when she sung that, if we're talking about the same performance in the white dress, yeah, she sounds good there. She sounds good there.
Shine bright like a diamond. Oh, na. Ooh, what's my name? What's my name?
And you said Mariah writes her songs?
Yes.
Not all of them, no.
That's crazy. That you
That's
would
the
just
truth.
disparage Mariah Carey. You said
That's the
not
truth.
all of them. Okay.
She doesn't.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. I'm sure, like, you know, she has so many songs, so much music that at some point, you know, she collaborated with The Dream and he wrote a song, or Jermaine Dupri, a song.
You can even
But
go
if we're
back
talking
further
about
than that. We're
90%.
not even talking about The Dream but go ahead, 90%.
Yeah, well, you said she doesn't write all her songs. Just how many of all her songs did she not write? Are we talking it's 50-50? What do you mean?
Oh, I don't know the exact number, but I know that there are songs on her albums that aren't hers.
Okay. I just need you to say how many so that I can know if I'm mad or
Let
not.
me see what
Prince was an awesome live singer. Go get your ears checked. Don't get me wrong. I loved Auntie, but that had Travis Scott all over it.
Well, this doesn't really give you a precise, because it says Mariah Carey has written and co-written at least 251 songs.
She's not a songwriter.
Right.
She's not a 250. No. That's not a songwriter there.
Most of these people
who are those 250 songs for?
I'm not knocking Mariah though. Mariah is definitely one of the legends, the greats. She's no Whitney, but she's one of the legends, the greats. For sure.
Mariah still got it. I wouldn't say that. I remember watching her sing All I Want for Christmas, and it was...
Mariah definitely does not still got it.
Maybe
the only
because it was
thing
a morning
Mariah...
show.
Oh, I don't think if it was morning, evening, dusk, I think she was still going to sound that way. The only thing Mariah needs to continue to do is surprise cameos on her son's live streams, because singing live now, oh, buddy. Never been the biggest J-Lo fan. I love her as an actress, though. I love J-Lo as an actress.
Is it Lotto who takes Mariah Carey's song and changes the words of it? Fantasy? So I saw Mariah Carey like collaborate with her at the BET Awards, and it was a live singing. And Mariah did fine there.
This recent? Was this past BET Awards? Mariah was at the BET Awards.
She was at this year's because she was getting honored, but I mean last year when Big Energy was a song that was like current, she performed with Lotto. She said, "Sweet fantasy, baby, when I close my eyes, you come in and take me on and on and on." That one.
Oh, Mariah.
Remember the beginning of Rush Hour when the girl was singing the Mariah song? What? You want to get flagged today? Because I gotta pull that up. Rush Hour. Her name was Soo Young.
Soo Young.
Yeah.
Su Young.
Classic. The film was amazing, and there may be a fourth one. It's gonna be like 20 years later, but that didn't stop with Martin and Will Smith when they took their long hiatus from the Bad Boys franchise and they hit us with 2 more. That didn't affect them. They're gonna make more. And Coming to America is another one of those. It took a long time, but we got more. Happy Gilmore. It took a long time from the first one, but we got more. This is the renaissance of old classic movies. Top Gun Maverick took a long time, but we got one more. And they're talking about even continuing with Top Gun something else, Top Gun San Antonio Spurs or something. So that'll be. I'm funny. I'm hilarious. Top Gun Maverick, Top Gun San Antonio Spurs. Thumbs up the stream, everyone. So I think there's that's the current Hollywood thing where you take an old movie and you just say it's been years, but so what? The movie gets play with a disclaimer now. Why?
Because what were they saying? Some of the
Racism?
language that Chris Tucker and them are using in the film, it's
Racist.
That's why I don't want them to make a new Rush Hour, because it's like you can't do it in like the same. It would be corny to me. They're going to be trying so hard to land jokes and to lean on nostalgia from the first. I mean, the third one's good too, but it's not those first two. I don't know. It'd be corny.
She showed the badge. She's like, I'm a cop. Nah, I gotta see that again.
One more time. I didn't see that right. I didn't see that right. One more time.
The third one had a funny joke with, my name is you. That's me. His name is you.
Yeah. No, those first two though. Those first two are fucking hilarious. Hilarious.
How did I know you had a bomb in your mouth? I said, What does mean? Bomb.
Yeah, those are hilarious. Now, even with the white chicks too, I'm just like, and that's one of my favorite fucking movies. It's not going to be the same because they're not going to, it's the Wayans, I don't know, but it's not going to be the same humor. Like it's just not, bro. It's not. That was what, 2003 when White Chicks came out?
Yeah.
When he was dressed as her and with the cheese, he's like, there's cheese in this? Like, unless you know another way to make quiche. And then she's like, excuse me, we gotta go to the bathroom. When he went to the bathroom, that old lady's walking. He said, move, bitch. Oh, shit. I fucking love White Chick. So I don't think the second one is going to be anything like that.
Chris Tucker's still funny. It'll work. As asked last week, the Lethal Weapons or the Rush Hours. I'll go Rush Hour.
Rush Hour.
I'm just not a fan of Lethal Weapons like that. We could have went on a date to the movies, have something special, but you are one crazy bitch.
Yeah, that one too. Or when he was when they were in at the what was the name of the casino, the Dragon or whatever, and Lee got taken in the back with a girl, and he thought Lee was getting it in. He was like, turn that ass up, Lee. Chris Tucker is so fucking funny.
Did you hear about Eddie getting a donkey movie? Yes, we did. We might have covered that. I think I talked about it with you. Did I? At one point?
Yeah,
we cover everything.
Yeah, we covered it. We covered it. We did talk about it.
Just like Puss in Boots got his movie, Eddie is getting his.
A couple years from now, 3 years from now, I think they said. But yeah.
They'll cancel it if Shrek doesn't perform the way they want, and they'll say, okay, no more. But I think it comes and we'll like it. How many more things we have to chat about in this morning report?
Just Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Does whatever a spider can.
We didn't talk about Eyes of Wakanda, though.
Spins the web. What is there to talk about with Eyes of Wakanda? I have zero to contribute to this conversation. I didn't watch Eyes of Wakanda. I'm not watching Eyes of Wakanda. It's a blip in reality for me.
Okay. Spider-Man it is.
Spider-Man.
Take it away.
He's back. I have to share my screen for this.
Okay.
He's back. Now, as we know, Spider-Man 4, Spider-Man Brand New Day, is the film that is next. Ignore that. The film that is next on the Marvel Cinematic Universe timeline. Over this past weekend, we knew that they were going to start filming. Daniel RPK shared that. Some of the others shared that they were going to start filming. They even did the suit reveal. Sony's trying to get ahead of all this and just getting all the
suit reveal right here for you.
Yeah, advertisement and everything out. We talked about on Thursday, I think on Wednesday or Thursday, whichever day we did Pantheon this past week, that the webbing is going to be raised webbing. A lot of people were excited about that on the costume. It's not going to be the flat print. Tom looks great. He looks great. He looks great. It's good to see Spider-Man back. It's cool to see images like this of him, taking the pictures with the kids and things like that. They are in Scotland filming. His brother Harry is also there doing a type of vlog for him. So I'm sure that's something Tom is likely going to release, about a vlog of probably like the making of Brand New Day or whatever. Let's see. There's this video there of his brother filming.
It just dawned on me. Harry Potter and his brother is named Harry. Like that, you get bullied like that in England. Holy smokes! Oh, it's Harry. It's Harry. Where's your glasses? You get bullied as a kid when Harry Potter was popping and your name was Harry and you were living in England. My
Mr.
condolences.
Porter. Yeah, Mr. Porter. And we see the web shooters on his wrist there. Upgrades to the upgrades to the suit.
Pause it where his web shooters are more like visible, please.
Let's see. I'm probably just gonna get the one on that arm.
Oh. Yeah. It looks actually like silvery metallic-y. It does really pop out of the suit, and it's not just like a small thing for design. Nice.
Yeah.
You see a security detail there?
Yes. Yeah, no, they really went all out with the suit. The suit looks great.
How we even know that's Tom? We don't even know if that's Tom.
It's definitely Tom. In the video, he is speaking from behind the mask. It's Tom. This here that they made, the little "He's Back" Daily Bugle thing. Again, he's talking to the camera here with his brother Harry, just filming their blog. We do know, again, a lot of action scenes and things are taking place. Sorry, this is fucking loud. A lot of action scenes and things are taking place. The Punisher is in the film. The Joker. The Punisher is in the film. The Hulk is in the film. Sony actually put out a synopsis of what the film is going to be about, and they said, I'll get to that. I'll get to the actual quote, but since I brought it up, I'm not saying it word for word. They said that it's going to be Spider-Man and Punisher and Hulk fighting one another until they finally all realize that there's a greater threat and they are not after one another. There's a villain involved. There's supposed to be several villains. Michael Mando, who played Scorpion in the first Spider-Man film in the MCU, we saw him in the post-credit scene with Vulture. Michael Keaton shared this image to his Instagram. Some people thinking maybe the Scorpion might get the Venom symbiote, maybe, or something like that on the suit. But a lot of other people have been saying it looks like he may have the actual comic accurate Scorpion suit. Some of the other villains that are supposed to be in it, and this is more videos of him, the tank. This is a big tank scene. From my understanding, Daniel RPK says that the Punisher is either driving one of these tanks or he is also after contents that are in these tanks. So they're supposed to be in the coming days filming a really big scene between the Punisher and Spider-Man. They also closed off the 60 streets that they closed off because it's the big Hulk fight scene. So, and again, we talked about in the thing last week from GeekyCast that the fight scene between the Hulk and Punisher is not what I think Scoopers and a lot of people are drawing it out to be. From my understanding, from what he was told, it's only a It's the third act. It's in the third act, and it's not a huge portion of the film. But the Hulk is going to be in it. He also said that Shang-Chi and Sam Wilson are rumored to show up as well to deal with the Hulk and take him to the raft or get him to the raft. The other villains that are supposed to also be in this, people going at Soups because what he said. But the other villains that are supposed to be in this are supposed to be, I believe it was Tombstone, Boomerang. They put out a list. What was it?
He barely touches him in those punches. Wrestling is way more real than this.
Yeah, well, when I sit down and watch it in the theater, it definitely looks like he's landing those hits, so it makes it more real for me. Let's see. There was more. I'm looking for the other villains that were supposed to be in it.
Scorpion should be enough, but you know how they like to overpack it in.
I like this though. Again, I like the fact that they're doing multiple villains and it's not just us seeing him fighting one villain. I liked the built out universe. If Spider-Man is in New York, it's not like the villains are just, Mr. Negative's got it today, I'll chill out. No, there's going to be villains running around doing shit. So I like the fact that we're seeing multiple and not just the one. And that's a rumor.
Black
Mr.
Panther
Negative may not be it. May not be the villain. But you said Black Panther what?
Killmonger and Claw were both villains in Black Panther, and it worked for me.
I'm trying to find the villains deal that they put out, though. They put out, I saved a lot. A lot. Anyway, basic thing is they're filming. They're not filming today. I don't think they're filming today. I don't believe they're on set today. But Tom's been on set, been doing the Spider-Man shit, taking pictures with people, doing the whole, like in this video here, I think he was pretending to lift up. Yeah. Like pretending to lift up the tank, the top of the tank, as if somebody's, blah, blah, blah. I guess a post, they're going to put all that in there. But it's happening. Spider-Man is around the corner. There it is. Thank you. Ramrod, Tombstone, Tarantula, Scorpion, and Boomerang.
And Negative.
And Mr. Negative rumored, yes.
Oh, the Sinister Six. They finally did it. We can stop hearing about that for every beginning of the movie. This is the one with the six, the Sinister Six, yeah.
I don't think they're the Sinister Six. But I think they are going to, if we're believing rumors again, it's supposed to be the montage of him taking, I think Scorpion has a bigger role. It's not just a montaged role. But I think it's supposed to be a montage of him taking out like Tombstone, taking out Ramrod and some of the others, and yeah. So I'm pretty ready for this. Pretty ready for Spider-Man. Wilson Fisk is not in it. I know some people have been saying that him and Daredevil are supposed to make an appearance. I don't believe so. Daniel RPK, My Time to Shine, all shot Wilson Fisk being down. They did not shoot Daredevil, but they shot Wilson Fisk being in the film down. The only thing that they said is and this is what I hate, he's going to get mentioned. And I'm like, that's like the mentioning, and I maybe it's a budget thing. Don't want to pay Vincent D'Onofrio to show up or something like that. But it's like, damn, can we get past the mentioning phase of villains? Oh, here's a nod to Wilson Fisk. We'll see him in another 5 years. Like, damn. I don't like that. I'm sick of the mentioning. I think I'm past the nod to this person's in this universe. Well, no shit.
I don't think. I think if that's all you're doing, sure, that's a problem. You just mentioned it barely. That's the thing. Well, I remember when I was watching She-Hulk and they had the giant celestial coming out of the ocean. It was on the side tab of her website, and I thought, okay, that was just a mention. But when are we going to get some real meats? So if we're getting good real meat, real connections, Punisher's appearing in this, they're reusing Scorpion, if there's like continuity and a Kingpin mention, I just go, oh no, that's just a mention.
Yeah, and that again, back for me, I may not be in the same place that you are in, or maybe other audience members, but for me, even during No Way Home, a mention of Kingpin would have got me excited. You mentioned Kingpin now, I'm like, well, yeah, of course. Yeah, he's here. He's in this universe. He's in New York. We know he's the mayor of New York City. Why the fuck has he not met Spider-Man? So that's I'm past that shit doesn't excite me anymore. Just like I mentioned it with the post-credit scene for Fantastic Four. Maybe 3-4 years ago, I would have been jumping out of my seat. Now I'm past these little moments that the MCU think are supposed to excite fans. So you mentioned Kingpin. It's like, okay, well, yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
He shows up. It's a different story. They're filming. Oh, this was some fan jumped the gate. This is the deal with where he's pretending to lift all the the heavy shit but it's coming. Spidey, he's here. Like I said, they're not filming today, but more should be. And this is from Divinity Seeker, grain of salt. Sadie Sink's character is supposedly not anything that anybody has been speculating. We can exclusively confirm that Sadie Sink will portray a Brand New Day character named Carly in the upcoming Spider-Man Brand New Day, and I can absolutely see this as because people were suspecting a variant, people were suspecting Gwen, people were suspecting Mayday. Seems like she's gonna. Anyway, Carly is a brilliant forensic scientist who becomes a mysterious ally to Peter Parker, but her impulses, investigative instinct lead her to uncover a shadowy organization, ultimately forcing her to seek Peter's help to survive. So she is not anything that anybody has thought she is. I believe this is a character that Marvel themselves or Sony themselves have made up.
Oh,
the real
okay. It's not a real comic book. What's the name of his sister in the comics? His half sister.
No, I don't know.
It's not Carly.
The real kicker, her true identity unveiled in the jaw-dropping reveal at this film's climax. And let's just say she has deeply personal motivations in inserting herself into Peter's world so abruptly. Yeah.
Teresa Parker is the name of his sister.
She's a compilation, I guess, of two characters from the comics.
All right. I don't really care. She's white. It's like I'm here for the representation stuff. And if you're not launching a black character within Spider-Man's, IP, I just like whatever. Another white character in Spider-Man.
Some people have been asking, how is the Punisher going to hold up in this fight? My time says he's supposed to be having the equipment to do so. So we'll see on that as well. And again, most of the time, these supers are right. I mean, everything they said about Eyes of Wakanda, if you go back and you watch I think one video I did over Eyes of Wakanda, which was everything. It's called, I think, Eyes of Wakanda, Everything We Know. Everything is in there. Everything is in there. The Horde, Trojan War, everything is in there. It's these scoopers pretty much know most of the time what's going on. Jacob Batalon did say that he commented hinting that at his return and things like that. This is what they got for production day one. Spider-Man, Hulk, and the Punisher will fight each other. Scorpion will be in the movie. Kingpin will be at least hinted or teased. New suit has raised webbing. Brand New Day will be darker than the Home trilogy. Mr. Negative and the Inner Demons will appear. More villains to be revealed.
Sounds like a superhero movie to me.
Yep.
It's about the execution. Will I care if that Hulk is fighting with Peter and Mr. Negative? And Punisher.
I'm definitely gonna care. I care, and I don't even know what I care. It's Spider-Man. I'm there, and I care. It doesn't even have to lead in Spider-Man. They can make Spider-Man do his own fucking thing, and it never connect. And I'm in every fucking movie. It's Spider-Man. I care.
They said Carly Cooper is a character from this run of comics, Brand New Day. She was created by Joe Quesada de Enslat in 2007. Her name is Carly Cooper.
Well, it ain't Mayday or any of the others that people have been rumored and suggesting or thinking that she was going to be. I thought it was going to be a variant Gwen. But nope.
Is there anything on James Gunn? You said James Gunn debunks. What does he debunk?
Oh, everything. James Gunn debunked the Teen Titans stuff and some Hush stuff. He was, of course, on Threads. Is this Threads or maybe this is Twitter? On Twitter, someone asked him, James Gunn, is it true that the Teen Titan movie will consist of the 2003 roster, but with Damian Wayne as Robin? Anything you've heard about that movie is made up or a guess. No one in the world knows anything about the concept for the story except for 4 people.
Wait, that he confirms it exists.
Yeah. Well, he confirmed it existed, though, before.
Oh.
Someone asked him about Hush. What about Hush and Batman 2? Again, everything you've heard is a total guess or made up. And again, James is lying. James, I don't trust James. And I use lying loosely because he's also trying to hide the fact and not spoil his projects. But he's not being truthful here. He's hiding things. We do know that the writer for Supergirl and Wonder Woman is doing Teen Titans. As far as Hush, that's a rumor. Who knows? They've been talking about Hush for a while. Is Batman 2 even happening? Who knows? But James is not being truthful. He wasn't truthful with a lot of the other things that he's talked about that actually came to fruition with the DC universe thus far. And I don't think he's being truthful here with a lot of it. I think that they've already got their writer for Teen Titans. I think they already know what's going to be happening. They think they know the roster for Teen Titans. And also, when he says it, him and only 4, or there's only 4 people in the world that know, you also don't know that. How do you know that? How do you know? Because Marvel, I'm sure, thinks the same things. I think they think when they sit down in their studios, oh, this is not going to get out. No one's going to think this. And we know what the movie's going to be 2 months prior to sitting down in the theater. So he can't go off of, yeah, this is so secretive. Myself and 3 other people know. Those other people could have told other people. Somebody could have seen something.
Okay, let's think of who they are. James Gunn and Peter Safran, that's 2. The writer, you said Tom King, is it? And who else could there be? I don't know, but Tom King is CIA, so yeah,
I don't
he
know who
told
Tom
everyone.
King is.
Isn't he the guy who wrote Wonder Woman, and Supergirl? You said?
No, it's a female. I thought that wrote Supergirl and Wonder Woman.
Okay, she could have told.
Yeah. So
you would hope not.
And then this is the synopsis deal that they said. Spider-Man 4 will be about Peter Parker's identity fading away as Peter fully becomes Spider-Man. The Venom symbiote will be a main plot in the story. The symbiote won't be attached to our Peter Parker at first. That kind of the whole Scorpion thing, leading to take possession over someone else's body. Rumors says it's Scorpion. When Spider-Man is nearly brutally killed, he would then come in contact with the Venom symbiote. In his mind, Peter Parker is no more, but Spider-Man lives on. Grain of
Is it
salt.
Teen Titans animated or live action?
Teen Titans is not animated; it's live action.
Ugh. I think animated Teen Titans is like an avenue you got to explore and take advantage of. I think it's a.
The hell is Miley doing? You said what?
It's a mainstay. It's something that is. Don't do live action. I'm just saying. Don't do live action Teen Titans, because once you do, they'll all start aging and they won't be teens anymore. Do animation.
Well, that happens. Do you not watch Young Justice?
They aged them there, but they weren't Teen Titans.
They were when they first started. At the very first episode, they take them from being. They take them from being the Titans to being the Young Justice team. But they're basically still the Titans, because when Dick comes in, he's Robin.
Mm-hmm.
So they age up in there and they handle it well. All you got to do is there's new members.
Yeah, then the new members get to be the young guys. Static was in there for a little bit.
Yeah. Get your new members
And that's where they debuted Jaime Reyes. I've never seen him in anything before that.
Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle, yeah, him. I
I
never
love
even
him
heard of
in
Ted
Young
Court.
Justice.
Yeah, he had the whole aliens storyline. It was great.
Yeah, in Young Justice, he's phenomenal. Phenomenal in that. I like him a lot. And the whole Venom thing, that, because like I said, grain of salt on that whole deal, but maybe. But this whole, that could happen. I mean, Michael Mando did share this. It's possible. I don't know why they would have let him share that anyway, but it's possible. It's possible. It's all working together. It's all coming. Somebody shared something that was so fucking funny to me, and I agreed with it on Twitter. They said that this scene here, I find this scene in First Steps funny because the general audience don't know who the fuck the super apes are and their abilities. Didn't really get elaborated on in this film. So for them, it looks like Reed Richards decided to beat up on a random orangutan for no reason. And I didn't really think about that before as they're going through the top of Fantastic Four, saying how, like, oh, they fought Red Ghost, they fought these people, blah, blah, blah. You really don't know anything about the super apes if you're just a casual sitting there. So it does look like he's just beating up a random orangutan.
He's a superhero. These animals deserved it.
Okay. Rush is funny. Yeah, and then did you see they're actually doing it? They are actually doing it for the Punisher presentation. Set photos of the Punisher presentation, or special rather, have all of this. They're actually doing Punisher some good. Now the tone's going to be dumbed down once you get to Spider-Man on him, but they're doing it.
All right. The last time they did it was for it was a Halloween one. That one, they also gave us like a Groot special, a Christmas special for a Guardians Holiday special, and they did zombies, I guess. What are the other special presentations that they had?
They haven't had any special presentations outside of Werewolf by Night.
All right.
And then I guess the
Guardians
one. I didn't watch that one.
Me either. I didn't watch it until after I watched Guardians 3. And can I spoil that? You ready to hear it?
I don't care.
The sister of Peter Quill.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah, that was revealed there, but they don't even talk about it in Guardians 3. Yeah, Ego made both of them, so they're brother and sister.
Yes, I know that. Everything after everybody watched it, of course, they talked about it online, so I know stuff about it. Just didn't watch it.
I hope that the Punisher has stuff to talk about, and like I hope it's also cool. I hope there's a warehouse scene the same way Batman killed it in BVS. I hope that Punisher has a warehouse scene, hallway scene. You know?
Oh yeah. It'll be interesting to see him intermingle with Tom. It'll be interesting. But I'm ready for it. So that's really it, though. That's really it. They've got it's really Spider-Man took over the weekend. There was really not much else said. I'm trying to see if there was anything as we were going.
He said, I'm busy today. We'll have to watch this on the replay. Probably only got 3 minutes so far. And then Teddy says, you didn't miss nothing. You better be talking about the Werewolf by Night show, Teddy, because if you're about to insult our stream that way, you're not welcome here, Teddy. God.
Oh no, it's a slower day. Not much of really anything said. Like I said, Spider-Man was the biggest thing. And I'm sure everybody saw Spider-Man over the weekend.
Yeah, the most interesting thing we talked about today was Spike Lee to me. Seeing him have another movie, and I was like, wait, there's never mind. Fuck it, never mind. I'm talking about the Guardians Christmas story. Okay, good. Yeah. But if you miss a morning report, then you better watch the replay. It's a 2-hour stream, baby. Tomorrow we'll touch on whatever happens now. Refresh the timeline. Maybe something happened while we were talking.
That's what I'm looking at. I'm trying to see if something might have went down.
I saw your notifications right now when you opened it up, and like you're notified by a lot of Twitter accounts, MCU News, and all of them.
Got to stay up to date.
I had Bo DeMeo on my notifications like during that 6 months ago. Not anymore.
He's never been on mine. But I see he does like to comment a lot.
Yeah, he commented on a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm. No, nothing else.
Did you discuss Comics Explained, Black Panther Twitter babble?
Oh, no, I didn't. But I've said what I think about Rob before. I like Rob. I think he does a fantastic job on his channel of explaining the ins and outs of the comics and the storytelling and how passionate he is about it. It's fun. I also said that Rob is another one that plays the card when he wants to, when it suits him. So I could give a fuck what he thinks about Black Panther.
Even if he says, thanks for the correction, guys. No one could provide a source for the correct information. But after looking through my comics, it turns out T'Chaka was retconned during the Christopher Priest run in issue 30. Does that change anything?
It doesn't.
Why not? He said, this is the correction. I was wrong, and here it is. That's great. That's what you want from everybody.
Great. Thank you for that. But it doesn't change my opinion on him, what I just said. Rob picks and chooses. Right. Rob picks and chooses when he wants to play that card. And for you to, not, he has said things in the past in regards to recast T'Challa, never fully, going at anything like that or anything, but he's not for you. No, it doesn't change anything for me. Not with Rob. But that's great. He said that. I mean, yeah. Again, I don't know how hard it is for people to understand. That's why I didn't that's why I didn't get on his thread and go at him and say anything. But I don't know. It's not complicated to understand that when you say Spider-Man, you think Peter Parker. When you say Tony or Iron Man, you think Tony Stark. When you say Captain America, you're thinking Steve Rogers. And it's the same hand in hand when you say Black Panther, you're thinking T'Challa. So for him to be disingenuous on Twitter or any time that Black Panther is talked about and think that any time somebody says the Black Panther in regards to any type of conversation that they're talking about Azuri, T'Chaka, or any of the others, then you might not know comics as good as we think you do. Comics Explained.
LOL. You can't do that.
No, I can't. That's what I meant.
I basically, I always want to turn it into race though when it comes to Black Panther and recasting T'Challa and stuff. I don't ever want to make it sound like I like him and it's because he's a man and she's a woman and that's why we don't like Shuri. Or, I just want to say this mantle stuff, we'd never accept it for the white characters. That's the way to go. Always bring it about race. This is a representation struggle. This is civil rights movements with lower stakes. But this is the same angle that I would, avenue I would take. Cinema Quirk says, you have to know Rob is a captive to the moment. Whatever gets him excited in that moment, he wants and pushes. He hardly thinks about long term.
That's very true too. He very much strikes me as that, like when something makes him excited, because when he gets on, he's like, "Oh my god, okay, let me tell you guys something." Oh, so I agree. I think he definitely is a moment type of person. When the moment strikes, that's the only thing he's thinking about.
So this moment, he goes, the Black Panther has been a mantle passed down since his first appearance in FF 5254. Why did he just randomly write that? Because this person says making a Black Panther a mantle was arguably the worst decision made in Marvel's history. Batman is a mantle too, yet 97% of Batman movies, comics, books, games, crossovers, etc. is with Bruce Wayne. The same is and should remain true of T'Challa. Yeah, this is him going out of his... Yeah, go ahead.
Exactly. That's why I said it's disingenuous. That's why I don't pay attention to Rob. Like, for you to... How did you not understand that from that person's tweet? Like, it was very plain in that tweet, but then you went on and say, "Oh, well, Black Panther's been a mantle and passed down since."
What movement does that help? What does that serve? the erasure of T'Challa, the greatest black character ever happened, with this. Well, here's the interesting factoid: issue 52.
Right. It's disingenuous. It's not like you're not. You can't be for real with it. Like I said, the person explained it very well in that tweet. When we
I
think
said this is the
Batman,
justification being used to discard the top black superhero in fiction. I say T'Challa's too impactful to lose. They say T'Challa is too impactful to keep. I thought that was poetic. Schrodinger's mantle. It's true, anyone can fill the role of Black Panther, and many have. But if it's not T'Challa, then it's not Black Panther. Yeah, and then we get some pages from the comic books about him using the word chieftain. There are 9 Black Panther volumes set in Marvel 616. Volume 5 focused on Shuri. That's not even completely true. It focused on both. Of the 8 remaining, which ones focus on the Black Panther? Not T'Challa, where he was completely absent. In other words, who was the main protagonist of the 8 other volumes of Black Panther? Yeah, that's what Solomon Gaming said. Who has it for 98% of the time? T'Challa. Everybody chimed, even Emmanuel Noisette chimed in too. Technically, yes, but apply that logic to Batman 77. Practically speaking, it's been the character under the mantle that people gravitate to: Clark Kent, Bruce Wayne, James Bond, T'Challa. Whether comics or movies, mantles aren't
Rob
the
knows
best.
that. Rob knows this. I mean, why? That's again. This is why I didn't join in on this thread. I saw the thread. I didn't join in because Rob knows this. I'm not explaining that to a 40-year-old man that has read comics, has a whole channel based around explaining said comics. I'm not explaining to you that that the Black Panther is not a mantle. The same way I'm not explaining that to these people on Twitter that only say it's a mantle based off of the 2 Black Panther films they've seen and reading no comics. I told you I can't continue to do this back and forth with people about Black Panther. We've been doing this since 2020. I can't. It's exhausting. Rob he knows this. He knows this. He already knew that. Emmanuel didn't need to go and explain. You didn't need to go and explain. I'm seeing Andre, everybody. Of course, everybody's going to come in and ride for T'Challa, but he knows this.
Yeah, kind of disappointed by.
I had to go back and look.
It just came out of nowhere. Like, you did not need to quote tweet that and hit him with the "this is why it's okay to not have T'Challa." Rob Jefferson.
I'm like Cornelius in that effect. I used to be subscribed to Rob. I have unsubscribed, not recently, a while ago, but I have unsubscribed. It's not. People are not who, when you first subscribe, who you think they are. Once you learn more about them, you start following them on their social medias and you start seeing, their thoughts outside of YouTube videos and how they walk outside of YouTube videos and things like that. Rob showed us who he was during 2020.
I don't. Okay, I can imagine, but I wasn't really paying attention. He had 2 channels, right? He had the one where he talked about real life stuff.
Couldn't say.
So what do you mean then? He showed us. You mean his absence was telling? What do you mean?
Yeah, your absence was telling, and then the things that you said around it were also telling. Like just the tweet that we're currently focused on. This is not the first tweet of this kind Rob has done in regards to Black Panther. This is just probably the first time that he's, I guess, what he say? Oh, I apologize. I had to go look through my stash and see. This is probably the first time he had to check himself. But yeah, it's not the first time he's done this around this conversation. That's why I said Rob knows. It's just choosing. It's choosy. Xavier said he most definitely knows. And those studio heads know this too. Tom explained as how he feels. I stopped watching him because he's disingenuous. Like I said, that whole interaction with y'all was disingenuous. It was I don't know if he was bored or if he, I don't know, but this is not new for him. Well, willfully ignorant. The most famous Black Panther run is Christopher Priest's run. In it, Shuri picks up the mantle.
No. Hudlin is that.
And he's in a coma.
Yeah, during the Hudlin comic, not the Priest comic.
It's the only reason she picks up the mantle. He was in a coma. Are you looking at what I'm seeing? Or are you reading something?
It says, your obesity doesn't have to be a mantle. Break the cycle.
Yeah, I saw that. The break the cycle.
Not nice. It was rude. You can't do that. You got to be all polite. You can't say recast child, everyone, and then we just have an insult like that. It might sully everyone's, you know what I mean?
Why was Duke Dennis playing hide and seek in the San Antonio Mall? For views? Was this a stream?
This is the streamer on AMC. I don't know, but I heard what he had to say about Target. So there he goes.
Oh, well, that's Kai Cenat too. How do you feel about Kai?
I think Kai Cenat did the wrong thing too. Did Kai Cenat have a viral video of him defending it, or does he know he did the wrong thing and is just gonna Homer Simpson into the back of the bushes?
I think he's gonna Homer Simpson into the back of the bushes and get that paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
In the situation, if you were offered that money, you turn it down or you put your product in Target? Realistically, if they're offering you a number with a significant amount of zeros, not saying like millions, but significant amount of zeros on it.
I talked to the organizers of the boycott and I tell them, what do you think is the best option here? Do I take the money and then funnel it into what you need? Do I this is a lot of money, right? What do I do? I think without the go ahead, no, the answer is just nah, I just wouldn't do it. But I also understand when you're making mistakes, like making an error in judgment, or maybe they weren't aware of the Target boycott. Maybe they're too busy doing live streams and reaction videos and whatever else they do. They didn't realize that there was this Target stuff.
Maybe.
It's not just Target too. Everyone dropped their DEI. Walmart did it also. Why there's not a ban on them? Or
There was.
People,
yeah, people weren't going to Walmart. People were going to Crest, and people were going to Crest. Really, that was the big thing. Or Costco. Sorry, Costco. People were going to Costco. It wasn't. Yeah, people were boycotting. Now, are people back in Walmart and Target? I think so. I've seen people back in Walmart and Target. Sorry, I have to go to Target. Marvelous Legends exclusives. So
you can still reduce the amount of times you go to Target and the amount of things you buy while you're there.
Yeah, you definitely can. But I also think that the deal that they could have done was put their product, same thing like what's her name? The black TikTok lady. She's like, oh, sugar baby, honey iced tea. She's got this really sweet, soulful voice. She's got a cookie. She got spices and stuff. I forget her name. Her. When everybody was going at her, I agreed with everybody going at her. You know, when we are boycotting and we are trying to make a statement, and as a people, as a community, and things like that, you should have pulled your product out of Target. Now, again, I don't buy her product, so it didn't affect me one way or another. I'm just looking at it from the point everybody else was looking at, and I agree. Pull your product out of Target, start your own stuff, and let black folks come. Now, are black folks going to come and support you? Ooh, that's where it gets tricky. I don't know, but pull your shit out and stand with the boycott. One of the points I brought up during all that was, I don't know if any of y'all would have survived, including myself. Maybe, I don't know, but any of us really would have survived the Montgomery boycott. They did not ride the bus for over a year. They chose not to ride the bus for over a year. We couldn't stay out of Target for the summer. So, because there's still black folks back in Target. Black folks are back in Target. Folks are back at Walmart.
I remember seeing Tabitha Brown. I was seeing a report that Target's been hurt
Yeah, they
So
got
even
hurt.
though that there are some people who did not commit to it, the damage is still being done. So don't be that disencouraged if you're listening to Darius right now.
Oh no, they definitely got hurt. I'm not saying Target. Now I want to make this clear. We all saw Target got majorly hurt to the point to where they were having meetings with President Trump, and Trump was even telling them do whatever. So no, they definitely got hurt. But what I'm saying is we didn't hurt them to bankruptcy. We didn't hurt them to closing. We hurt them enough to say publicly we're hurt, and niggas are back in Target. Again, they didn't ride the bus for a year. The Montgomery bus boycott lasted for over a year. There were people without cars walking to wherever they needed to go for over a year. They hurt the bus. They hurt the buses so damn bad, they were begging for niggas to get back on. Target was not begging for folks to come back. All they said was, yeah, we're hurting. Yeah, it's hurting our pockets a little bit. But it wasn't like, oh, damn, we're hurt so bad, we have to close. Oh, damn, we're hurt so bad, we're filing bankruptcy. Our feelings are hurt. Our wallets are hurt, but they'll be back.
I don't think losing 13% of, like, if everybody black stopped going to Target, I don't think that would take them to bankruptcy either. I think their profit margins are too large. If the entire population,
okay, so let me go back to some of the things that I was sharing during that time on my Instagram, because they were talking bankruptcy.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is enough. Is Target's customer base more than just the standard like 13% of the American population? Is it really like a black store?
No, it's not a black store. They have most recently put the black section in there, and even then it's like minuscule of black hair products.
Yeah.
Here, I don't know about everywhere else, but if we want black hair products here, we got to go to Queens. We got to go to MK Beauty. We got to go to stuff like that. We don't go to Walmart or Target. I'm not going to Target for black hair products or black products in general, skin products, anything like that.
You use hair products? What's underneath the hat?
You've seen my head.
It wasn't just black people chill. That's a good point. There was some conscious other groups. Yeah, you're right.
I'm trying to find this because they were talking about bankruptcy.
I stopped shopping at Target about 10 years ago. What did they do 10 years ago? They moved out of our predominantly black city and area, so I stopped going. Okay. I buy from their websites. Well, stop buying from their websites. It's hard to boycott something like I'm boycotting any company that supports Israel. Starbucks, you don't kind of go there anymore. And I would go there twice a year maybe. I wouldn't really have it that much, but I'm off Starbucks. I'm off Domino's Pizza. I'm off friggin' Green Giant frozen vegetables. If you have a Israeli tie, I am not going to shop there. And if I do shop there, I'll shop there less.
Did you see the deal that they posted that said, if you went to a funeral a day for every child killed in Gaza, you'd be going every day for more than 52 years.
Yeah, that's true.
Insane.
There's more people who are under 1 year old who have died in Gaza than there was killed when Hamas attacked them on October 2023.
It's sad. Extremely sad. Another thing that we can kind of bring up, since we talk about everything. Stephen A. Smith, you see that?
And Michelle Obama?
Michelle Obama said that ESPN is like watching Real Housewives. And then he fed right into being a Real Housewife by going on a tirade about
Kamala Harris. And Barack Obama said to those brothers in Michigan that you're not black if you don't support, and it's misogyny if you don't support. And I'm like, shit, Stephen A., shut up.
He proved her point. I mean, he did more than any leaks would have done. He proved her point. You are chattering. You act like the Real Housewives of Atlanta or any of the Real Housewives. But he did so the Shade Room shared 10 slides, and 7 of the 10 slides are him ranting. So you proved Michelle's point.
I don't like the 10 slides because if you're on your phone, you can't hold the screen to make it go 2 times faster. Not with the slides. But when it's a reel, you can do it.
Oh, yeah. Not with the slides. No, you can't.
Damn. He had me in the beginning, though. There was some issues that she had that didn't encourage voting. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you can definitely criticize that. Or don't just tell me, oh, we're not Republicans, vote for me. And I'm like, you know what? That feels like the stance is, yeah. And then he just went off. But
Yeah.
I don't have a vote. But I do have influence, don't I? This midterms, guys, don't vote for a single Republican. There you go. And I'm not telling you to vote Democrats because some of them guys are bought and paid by Israel, but support the ones in the primary elections who are not corporate, corrupted Israeli. What we got? Should I share what you're showing?
Oh, you don't have to. You can. It's just
what are they dancing
on Instagram. What are they dancing to?
Gang.
I don't know, but
cool.
But it's definitely a vibe. Definitely a vibe.
Just like the morning report every morning. We're a vibe. We come through. We hit you with the 1-2. James Gunn was talked about Spider-Man 2. And then we talked about Fantastic Four. And he tried to ask me about the box office. I said, nope. I tried to give you this is the domestic and the international splits. And you guys just didn't want to do the algebra.
I wouldn't bring this back up. You weren't even supposed to bring that back up. You're not supposed to talk about that. You're not supposed to be interested in that.
Yeah, fake victim. I'm replaying what the topics for today. I was gonna go over to Harry Potter right next, and then I was gonna tell you that we also talk about The Rock and Moana digital face recreation. Chit chatted about wrestling. If there's a part I clip from this, it'll be that. It'll be that 1 hour and 2-minute mark where we talked about The Rock. And this was a fun show. This or that. Would you like a tattoo that says dude or sweet? We choose dude. That is your recap of the morning report.
This is the morning report. Yes, that is it. I've been looking. There's nothing else. And I mean, they're literally talking about nothing else today. The only other thing that has been shared is, of course, which was yesterday, Mr. Dennis being arrested in San Antonio for playing hide and seek as a 31-year-old in the San Antonio Mall. That's it. Nothing more. But we are back here to finish out a month of the morning report. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll have some things to talk about and discuss with you guys. Thursdays, again, we are live with Marcus over at Back of the Bus. Go subscribe to him if you have not. He joins us on the Pantheon streams, and we love those. You can check out the Dre Mac show in the mornings before this show. He does that Monday through Friday as well. And I think on Thursday, or is it on Wednesday, that they do Blurred.
Oh, Monday.
They do there. So you can check them out this evening. I believe they do that. So that is Blue and Dre. So check them out. Check out Tina. Another one. I really like Tina a lot. So go check out Tina. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. We appreciate all of you guys. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. If you like what you saw here, to subscribe. We really appreciate it. Appreciate the super chats today. Appreciate all the engagement and everybody hanging out. You guys are the best. We look forward to this every Monday. Peace out. Have a blessed and safe rest of your day. Love you much.
Recast T'Challa.